Halloween is a special time of year where being spooked and being scared is natural, just the norm. Us as humans have a special connection with that thing called fear. We hate to love it during Halloween, but we love to hate it during any other time during the year. We embrace it, and we in fact go out of our way in order to allow the skeletons to give us those shivers down our spine throughout the month of October. While the rest of the year, we actually avoid fear. In fact, we let fear overtake us, and we don't actually get to accomplish the things in our life because we're scared. Can Halloween with haunted houses, fake monsters, costumes, and jump scares actually make us better people? Actually make us learn a little bit more about fear and how to overcome it? Welcome to my channel. I take on adventures, challenges, and I share you my opinion to encourage you to take on adventures yourself, because life's awesome. Let's go live it. And if that gives you a little bit of a spook, ooh, Halloween season, maybe consider giving it a like and subscribe. But you know what? Let's get right into Halloween, spooks, and fear. According to the dictionary, According to the dictionary, it is an unpleasant emotion caused with the belief that someone or something is dangerous. Now, that's really important, the word dangerous, especially when we were just dumb monkeys and sapiens growing up, and that fear was very evolutionary. We needed it in order to survive. It was a defense mechanism in order to keep us safe. It was a matter of life and death. But now, sometimes fear, it's not really a matter of life and death. It's almost embarrassing, the things we get scared of. Here's an example. A zebra being scared because a lion is about to attack it and kill it and eat it and is about to die, versus you being scared to talk to the girl that you like at a party. Now, those two fears are two completely different types of fear, even though sometimes it might feel the same. For whatever reason, within the years, our society has built up these brains that are just afraid of dumb things. No, they're not dumb to be afraid of or not dumb to have those fears. But when you step back and you actually think about it, it feels really dumb to be afraid of these things, such as public speaking, literally just talking in front of people. Some people are scared to death to do that. The fear of failure, in order for you to just do stuff that you actually like and you really enjoy. But what about the fear of not doing something because you're afraid to just be judged? Someone's opinion, someone's thought, not even the thought they tell you, the thought that you think that they are thinking. You're scared of that, so you don't do stuff. We have one side that says fear is a weakness and you just cannot be scared about certain things. Not overcome fear, just don't be scared. That fear is such a strong weakness. Then we respect people that don't have any fear and just overcome any kind of fear. They have this interesting story of how they've overcome this giant fear, and we hold them up on a pedestal. Now, that creates this horrible feedback loop. How can you overcome fear if you're not allowed to be scared in the first place? That's like respecting chefs so much, but disregarding and disrespecting people that are in culinary school. We disregard fear, but we completely try to avoid it, except for one special spooky time of year. That is Halloween. If you've seen any of my videos, I love stepping outside my comfort zone. I love facing fear, and that's probably why I love the time of Halloween. That and the nostalgia, the free candy, the fun part about doing something, dressing up, spending time with friends and family, the whole new theme. You know, there are some other pieces why I like Halloween, but that fear, fun aspect of it, I love it. It's one of those times we get to acknowledge and appreciate and get to overcome fear as a fun thing. Sometimes when that overtakes society, it's just so fun when everyone follows this certain theme. Sometimes entire parts of the city will be overtaken to this Halloween town, or these amusement parks that I'm used to. The entire thing changes into this Halloween fun fest. Or sometimes you just step outside of your comfort zone by having these body parts themed food, or you have these horror decorations, and there's always that one place that goes all out for Halloween, and you know it's the best place to go. Jim, we appreciate you. Is that how you salute? It might seem simple and these simple scares, but how do they actually help you? Can these small, simple Halloween scares make you into a better person? Remember that fear definition of something that is dangerous? A lot of times we perceive things as dangerous, but they're not actually dangerous. Think of all the scary things in Halloween, but they're not actually dangerous. The horror movies, they're not gonna come out and anything bad's gonna happen to you. Those haunted houses, They're not legally able to hurt you. I mean, they definitely shouldn't, but they won't and they can't. Don't do it, Jim. I swear, not again this year. All the scary stuff in Halloween are safe, scary things. I think that's exactly what we need. Fear is stopping you from doing stuff in your life, but there's no way that you're gonna overcome those giant fears if you're not able to start by overcoming these smaller fears. You gotta overcome the small ones in order to build up to overcome the big ones. You don't leap to the second floor. You take the steps one at a time, or sometimes you do that four-legged dog thing where you just run up the stairs with hands and feet. That's not weird, right? You need to build up those fear-fighting muscles. In order to do that, you need to start small and build big. If you haven't overcome fears before, then the Halloween season is perfect to start that because your fears are unfounded. You're afraid of something that is going to happen to you or might happen to you, even though they're unfounded. Think about being scared during a horror movie. Yeah, you can be scared, but realizing that your fear doesn't actually mean actual fear, or the consequences of that fear aren't actually realistic. Being able to go through these small Halloween fears will be able to rewire your brain in order to be able to understand fear a little bit more, and it'll be easier to overcome it and actually accomplish the things that you want to do. Here's a spooky list of spooky things that you can do during Halloween to help overcome fear. Whatever you decide to do is that you have your intention. Yeah, your goal is kind to be scared, but your goal is to understand that fear is unfounded, that it's okay to be scared, and that the reason why you were scared isn't actually realistic. You are not in danger, and it's okay to be scared of something and still do something. You're choosing to do something knowing that you're going to be scared. And I know there's only so much that you can do with jump scares. Look, if I walked into a dark room and I was walking through and then a teddy bear fell onto me, of course I would jump and react to it. I don't know what it is. Doesn't mean I'm scared. It just means that a jump scare is not scary. It's more just a little jump. That's it. Jump scares and horror movies, that's the entire movie, and they think that jump scares is horror. That bugs me. Horror, spooky movies is a great place to start. Strap in, put on the movie, get some popcorn, and get ready to be spooked. A great start is Paranormal Activity, which is great for everyone and super spooky. And if you want to step it up, you can go with The Conjuring. If you're looking for more of a typical monster movie, so you don't feel like it could actually happen to you, then A Quiet Place, which is a recent movie, is another good one. Now you've got haunted themed places such as the classic haunted house. These places tend to pull all the stops in order to make sure that you are scared and you are spooked. The theme, they really invest into it. You got your haunted houses, you got your haunted mazes, and you also got those actual haunted houses. Well, the house that your aunt says that it's haunted, and she will continuously tell you about the story of how she did see a ghost once, but no matter how many times she tells you it's haunted, she'll never move out. If you're looking for something a little bit less spooky, but a little bit more fun / interactive, then the haunted corn mazes is a good place to go. That's a little bit less in the theme, but still get that spookiness out of it. I talk about it a little bit more in my Fall at the Farm video that's coming out later this week. Something a little bit less spooky, but a lot more informative are these haunted tours for your city, where you get to learn about the places that are actually haunted. Or sometimes parts of your city or amusement parks get completely revitalized, become this Halloween themed place. Not scary, more just creepy. And lastly, a really fun, spooky, interactive mix of all this is escape rooms. Those that are zombie themed, spooky themed, are very fun, interactive, and just the environment kind of steps you outside your comfort zone. It's a really cool, weird feeling to be in this environment that actually feels like it could happen or it could feel real. And it's fun when you try to escape. In some of my final spooky thoughts. I think my biggest fear is growing old and looking back in my life and not doing the things that I actually wanted to do because I was scared, especially for something so dumb of fear of failure of what other people thought. Looking back in my life and actually being happy that I did the things that I wanted to do. Yeah, you're gonna make mistakes, but not actually trying them or doing them, that'd be so sad. But when you do overcome fear, it is such a great feeling. It's such an amazing feeling. There's a reason why adrenaline junkies exist, because they love overcoming that fear and they take it a step higher and higher and higher. You don't even take it to that extreme, but when you do overcome fear, it improves everything in your life. It improves your relationships, your personal life, your career, your performance, your mental health, everything. And you actually start doing the things that you have never done before. You can start doing the things that you actually enjoy and you actually love. Halloween was probably the place that I actually got to start as a kid to embrace fear and enjoy it and celebrate it and do it in a fun way. Fear doesn't have to be this super scary thing that's just scary and disgusting. It's fun and it's enjoyable. That's why things are exciting. And I have to thank Halloween a lot for it. And if you're looking for a place to just start, Halloween might be a good place to embrace that spook. It might seem small, like a haunted house in a movie, but sometimes that's where you need to start. You need to start somewhere. And if you're looking for other themed adventures, you can always check on Groupon or Airbnb Experiences, which is my 2 favorite places to go. Then there are links down below. But that is my experience. What do you think? Do you overcome fear? What's the scariest thing you've ever overcome, or your favorite Halloween tradition? Let me know down below in the comments, or you can always hit me up on social media and I will spook you at the next adventure.